Associate Professor at Dubhasu Mathura.
Your voice is not coming.
Parag, please unmute. Unmute. Okay.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
So sorry for the interruption. And once again, I say that Dr. Chandan Kumar is an associate professor working at Dubhasu Mathura and in charge of Pasture and Forage Research Division, Dubhasu Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Kumar have an experience of working at KBK and handled several projects like ARIA, NICRA, and one international project of Biodiversity International. Dr. Kumar registered 5 farmers crop variety at Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right Authority, New Delhi. He holds a PhD in livestock production management from National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal, and has earned the PG diploma in animal welfare from IGNOU with 3 books, 6 book chapters, and over 70 scientific and popular publications and 1 design patent. Dr. Kumar has significantly contributed to animal welfare research and education. He has coordinated national training programs, developed India's first certificate course on animal welfare at JNU NIAW, and led multiple externally funded projects. Dr. Kumar is the recipient of several prestigious honors, including the Excellent Scientist Award, International Brilliance Award, Young Scientist Award, and Breed Conservation Award, among others. He also serves on the editorial boards of international journals and is a fellow of the Scholars Academy and Scientific Society. Known for blending scientific rigor with practical insight, Dr. Kumar's work continues to shape sustainable livestock farming and animal welfare practices in India. So I welcome Dr. Chandan Kumar. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Parag, for giving me opportunity to say something for this important lecture. So, first of all, from the land of Mathura,
Yes, sir.
the sacred soil of Mathura, where Lord Krishna took his divine birth to every corner of India, I want to send warm wishes to all the participants join here through online mode on this auspicious Janmashtami Parva. So let us come to the topic. As we know that India stands still, will actually this I will cover this my presentation right from the challenges to the actionable recommendations. And as we know that we have India stands as the world's largest milk producer, supporting more than 500 million livestock and sustaining more than 80 million rural households. Actually, this significant positions, nation faces a critical and persistent deficit in product availability. As we know, we have only 4.4% of the total cropped area in India. And as far as expansion is concerned, so it is nearly impossible as this land is being utilized for growing food and cash crops. So the major concern still we can say that we can how we can stagnate this availability of green fodders and increasing deficit. When we see this graph, still although we can manage to supply a little bit, now we have less than 1,000 million ton that fodder green fodder production in India. But when we'll see the projected demand in 2050, we can have like 1.6.9% increment per year. Then we can achieve like we can achieve our goals, because still we are deficient around 36% in green powders and around 10 to 26% in dry foders. And along with that, which is very important for optimum production of the milk, that is concentrate, which is still we are deficient around 28 to 44% deficient in India. So, as we know, as we are scientists and most of the people here joined, they are working either in the agriculture system or veterinary system. We know that as far as fodder availability is concerned, we have abundant fodder during the rainy seasons, like in July and September. But when we approach, like in winter and the summer month, almost in we can say in summer month negligible. We cannot have that green much that greens we have, and the acute lean periods ranges from May to June to November to December. So this is the period when this is the major challenges we are facing, not well that entrepreneur dairy farmers also, how we can sustain, how can procure the green fodders and make available to the livestock to sustain the milk production. So that's why the major concern I will mainly I will concentrate in this slide or in this presentation only for how to make available the fodders during these lean periods and what are the options we have. So major focus of today's presentation, how we can sustain the round the year fodder production to sustain the milk production. So as we know that we are actually when we'll see that eastern part of the India, then mainly they are feeding paddy straw because they are the area of paddy growing area, and we know that paddy straw not only they have some anti-nutritional factors, but their nutritional value is very much less. So most of the people's compelled to feed their livestock that low nutrient crop residues. We can say that the option in the form of dry fodders they have. But now in the northern part, peoples will try to peoples they have wheat straw also, but the nutritional value of these straw is very less. So until and unless we cannot have that green fodders, so we cannot think of the milk production in that way. So, and along with that, already I have told, fodder availability in India is characterized by pronounced seasonability, season dependent. Actually, the seasonal imbalance create a challenging cycle for dairy farmers. During the periods of scarcity, farmers are often compelled to rely heavy on low nutrient crops, already said, and that leads to the suboptimal animal health, reduced milk production, and increase their susceptibility to the diseases also. So this economic ramification for farmers are severe, as the scarcity drives fodder prices to exorbitant level. Because when we'll see now, the prices of the fodder is like three times more than previous. When we'll see the price of wheat straw and paddy straw just 3 to 4 year backs, so it is three times increases. So it is now impossible for the farmers to sustain, and how they will feed their livestock, even dry fodders. So we have to think on that aspects also. Along with that, we have a limited land allocations and shrinking grazing lands also. Although this type of previously people's in rural area, we can see people's they used to take their livestock to the grazing lands because that grazing land also fertile. And now due to urbanization, you can say the increase in population also, that grazing area, you can say pasture land is also decreases, and not only decreases, their fertility level is also decreases. So this is the major challenge. And already I told that we have limited land, we have the competition with the crops and cash crops for human beings. So how will how we can compensate that, we have to think. Along with that, there is a gap of infrastructure, poor transport, and fragmentation supply chain. As far as supply chain is concerned, in fodder, this is less, you can say, overlooked area. People will not giving much more importance, particularly to the fodder area, particularly when you will see in the veterinary doctors or in veterinary colleges also. This is the less prone area. And we know that as far as feeding is concerned, we have around 65 to 70% cost. We have around 70% cost we have uh, input cost from the feeding also. So how we can sustain, how we can that provide the that green fodders to the animal, this is a big concern. And there is also absence of organized fodder markets. We cannot have easily available fodders. We cannot find these fodders easily in the local shops also, because you can say lack of extension facilities, lack of knowledge among the farmers. So these are the challenges we have, and despite of these challenges, we can have several options. So one by one, I will deal 6 to 7 strategies how we can overcome from these challenges and how we can sustain round the year fodder production in an effective way. So first strategy we have, like we have to think like high yielding crops and perennial fodder crops, because we know we have several perennial crops in hand, like IGFRI working excellent in this area, because this is the only institute in India. They basically based on fodder research. So they have developed several varieties, not only that IGFRI, along with that several state agricultural universities, they have developed several varieties in for perennial crops, like hybrid Napier, like nowadays Napier also, some of the Napier also, so many varieties of Napier IGFI developed, which can produce like 200 288 to 400 tons per hectare per year. They have capacity to produce that green powder, and they can harvest for 10 years, like 6 to 10 years. So this is the much awaited things, much means promising varieties, much promising crops, we can say. They can we can have, we can grow Napier in bunds also. Whatever the spaces available you have, you can use this hybrid Napier. It's also known as elephant grass somewhere, but very good crops, you can say. Like along with that, we have the options of seasonal crops, year-round cycles. Like Kharif season, as we know, in the Kharif season, people will grow for fodder purpose African tall, which is very much promising varieties nowadays, and people use this African tall variety for production of silage also. So this is very good, and although we can take only one cut from this maize, along with that we have sorghum and pearl millet also. There are several multi-cut varieties of pearl millet and sorghum also we have. We can think of like that. In the Rabi season, we have barsim, and as we know, we can have 5 to 6 cut. Actually, farmers, they are not able to take that 2 or 3, more than 2 to 3 cut. But if you cut the barsim and apply proper nutrition like nitrogen, yeah, like urea, you can take like 5 to 6 cut also from November to May also, which will not only we can get good quantity of fodders, they will increase their soil fertility also, because they are leguminous and they have capacity to fix the nitrogen from the atmosphere. Along with that, lucerne is very promising variety. You can say it is protein rich. People in India, actually they are not using lucerne as much, but I have seen in Mathura also, when we use this lucerne, we can cut this fodder up to May to June. Mid-May we have taken this fodder, particularly in this area, which is drought-prone area in the Mathura region, and we have several varieties of lucernes. We can try according to your climatic situation, and this is very good fodder. You can say the proteinous fodder for livestock feeding. And as far as their nutritional benefit is concerned, we know that in maize we have like 8 to 13% like crude protein, like 85% they have TDN, and in sorghum similar content of protein. Bursim we have 15 to 25% that crude protein, along with that 62.46% TDN, and ADF like 30.2 20% they have acid detergent fibers. In lucerne, which is very promising varieties, that leguminous crops you can say, they have like 24% like crude protein and 56% TDN. And in hybrid Napier, we can have 88 to 11% dry matter, in percentage dry matter in the form of crude protein. Although in cereal crops we cannot find any DCP because their value is zero, but we can have in hybrid Napier like 8 to 11% crude proteins. So this is the good crop. You can say this is the best crop you can grow season wise availability, so that we can have good quantity of fodder crops for your livestock. So second strategy we have during the lean period, we have to think silage and hay. But thing is that this is very this is the, you cannot say this is the new technology. This is very ancient technology. But as far as adoption is concerned, we cannot convince our farmers to use silage and hay till date. Why it is not? Maybe due to the lack of extension facilities, maybe the lack of knowledge. We cannot able to convince the farmers to use this very promising fodder, because we cannot have option besides this silage and hay to fulfill their demand, nutritional demand during the lean period. Because we know that in silage we have 65 to 75% although moistures, but they have very good quantity. Their nutritional value is very good, and nowadays Patanjali and so many like industries they are selling. Particularly nowadays, when we see in Haryana and Punjab, people are selling silage in the form of bale. That is known as bale silage. Simple, they have compact it in a polythene bag, and they put it in that polythene bag and they are using. So can you hear my voice? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, and as far as economic benefit is concerned, we can reduce, actually we can reduce the concentrate, and we knew that actually we know that the cost of concentrate is much more than the green fodders, and 60 to 70% cost we can have not from the green and dry, from concentrate also. If you able to reduce the concentrate level, we can reduce the cut of the input cost uh, from this way by feeding silage. So we can 20 to 30% we can reduce the cost simply if we want to feed that our livestock to through silage. And as far as cost is concerned, hardly we can have like 4.5 to 5 rupees per kg cost we can have. But nowadays, when you see now, if you want to purchase busa or wheat straw and that, hardly we can find that is that much cheaper. It is much more than 7 to 8 rupees per kg, like that. Everybody you know, that is also costly, and nutritionally that is not also sound. So this is the way we can have. This is the very promising technology hay making. We can dry that green fodders in the form of hay, and during the lean period we can feed our livestock through hay. Although some of the areas in India, they are still they are using the hay, which is, although the cost of harvesters and the we have the some storage devices, because if you don't have the proper space where you keep this, these are the some of the problems you can shortcomings of this fodder hay. But still we can say this is the good way we can supply the fodders during the lean period also. Second, one options we have, although this is not new, but nowadays some of the farmers, they are using this promaging technology, that is use of hydroponics. This is very, you can say, water efficient. We can grow the fodders, uh, whatever the fodders, whether you can use the seed of maize, you can seed the barley, you can seed use of oats also. So whatever the seeds you will use, you can have fodder around 7 to 10 days. You can have the fodders in a very short lifespan. And we cannot use in this technology, that is soil. This is water based fodder growing technology, and simply we'll use water. And as far as area is concerned, we can very less area. You can say very this demand very less area, and we have around the year production. Anytime we can grow this hydroponics, and you can feed the livestock. Less land is required, less water is required. As far as nutritional value is concerned, very much nutritious also. And we have the data that we can like increase the performance milk production level around 20 to 30% by feeding simply hydroponics. So livestock performance is also good. And as far environmental concern is there, everybody nowadays people thinking like carbon credits, like how can reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. So in this way also, this is very promising crops, you can say. And we can have the hydroponic system, although it is must you can say little bit costly, but promising. When we have good quality of livestock, like high yielding animals, if you have, you can use this technology also. And as far as that enhanced land use efficiency is concerned, because already we have told we have only 4.4% of land. So how we can that use that land for effective fodder? So we have three technology I want to discuss here. One is IFS model. Like we have to use the area which is still yet unused, you can say. Like we have like tree, like mango tree, we have banana tree, whatever the tree we are growing, we are used for our purpose. In the gap of that tree, you can use fodder. That model is also known as silvipasture system. So this pasture system, if you just plant whatever the grasses you have, it may be dinagdra grass, you can have anjan grass, you can have napier grass, whatever the grasses you have, you can plant in between that, and you have sufficient fodders. So you can say that effective use of that particular land is also possible. And through this system, you can not only have the fruits also for our purpose, we have the fodder for the livestock. So this is the way you can integrate the things, and you can think of the fodder production. Like IGFRI, they cultivating, they have shown some of the areas. They have that fodder, that is hybrid napier grasses, that is also already told, that elephant grass, you can say. Bajra napier, that is also known as elephant grass. You can have this fodder in lands, that is in burns or in the strips also. Suppose the area, the land where you are going to cultivate the crops, in that bund you can use that for the fodder purpose. And this is the best crop. Napier grasses you can plant very good. And you can not only the protect that area from the livestock also, some wild animals. You can have the fodder in that particular unused area, that bund. So along with that, some wasteland also we have, like in some of the area we have like salt and drought tolerant fodder species you can use. Like Atriplex helimus, one of the crops, it is some people's nowadays peoples are using, because this fodder can grow in a high salt, means saline areas, you can say. And sorghum bicolor, which is this is the major millets, you can say. People's already told this is the largest grown area in the India. Peoples are using sorghum. You can use that degraded lands where you cannot grow any other crops. You can grow sorghum and this Atriplex helimus. So along with that, we have several technological innovations, you can say an R&D. But before that, we just want to emphasize 2 points, two things, which is very much important. One is how you encourage the crop residues, because still we people are using wheat straw, rice straw, and sugarcane tops also as a fodder. So if you able to enhance their nutritive value by different technologies like urea treatment, engine treatment, and densification, we can have good quality of fodder for our livestock. Although this technology is very prominent, not new, and but still you can say not that much popular, but still very promising technology we can use, like and development and dissemination of low cost and balanced feed formulation. Farmers, you know, farmers don't know what are the percentage. They don't care about the mineral mixture. They don't care about the balanced feed. They don't know even the what is the ration balancing program. Actually, NDDB try to disseminate this technology around the year across all the state, but still we have this gap. We cannot able to teach our farmers what is balanced feeding, how we can incorporate different grains, cakes, and brands along with mineral mixture and salt to compile one good concentrate mixture for your livestock. So this is the area where we have to teach our farmers also, and in this way extension peoples definitely they will going to play a big role, because they don't have any knowledge about this low cost balanced feed formulation. The people nutrition people they can use, and they can teach also the farmers, and according to the availability of ingredient, particularly to that particular area where that farmers belongs, we can formulate this mixture and we can use. Along with that, some of the technologies like you know, some of the integration, as you know, we are already using the artificial intelligence, but how we can use integrate the artificial insemination and the IoT, means Internet of Things. Actually, this is revolutionized the fodder farming in India nowadays, particularly the area in Rajasthan and Gujarat. We have seen that they are using these promising agriculture systems. Actually, nothing. These technologies offer very intelligent, data-driven solutions that significantly boost productivity. Not only the productivity, they enhance resilience and reduce cost across the fodder value chain. That is most important. So people nowadays they are using what this model is. Actually, these AI models have, that is we can say that they had leverage with vast data sets. Not only that, including weather, soil conditions, and satellite imagery, to recommend actual optimal sowing times, precise irrigation schedules, and ideal harvest periods. If you have that, if you know what is this exact sowing time for that particular crops, for what is the irrigation schedule for that particular crops, and what is the ideal harvest period, if I know precisely, definitely we can get good crops. So this is the system, you can say that artificial intelligence based irrigation system you can install in our fodder, in a fodder plots. We can have that knowledge and we can use this. Along with that, that so many resilient varieties we can have, we have to select. Already told, some of the drought tolerant areas, like in here also in Bundelkhand areas, peoples are growing that is Bajra Napier, peoples are growing that sorghum, pearl millet. These are the drought prone, you can say, the crops. You can use this one. But how, whatever, still we have our fodder system in India based on climate. So sometime we can have heat waves, sometime we have flood situation in India. So how we can overcome from this situation? So we have to select these resilient varieties. we have to select these resilient varieties already developed by IGFRI and so many state agriculture universities. So if we use that machine learning, look, in this process, if you use machine learning, which is able to provide very invaluable you can information, not only the identifying but developing climate resilient crop hybrids. Already this learning system actually using that the scientist of IGFRI. Just for example, you can just I want to give one example. If you want to pinpoint the drought tolerant Bajra Napier hybrid specifically suited for a particular climatic situations, like whatever the climate situation you can select. So through the use of this machine learning, you can easily use the varieties. You can usually you have this system, you can go further. Along with that, I just want to say some of the smartphone, you can say that Android, people using Android phone. Some of the apps also developed by some organizations like Plantix, Krishi, I by ICR also. You can use that smartphone apps. If you have any problem in your fodder, suppose your fodder have their fodder, their leaf turning yellow, they have some paste stick in their leaves, whatever the things, whatever the problems you have in your crops, you can use this Plantix and Krishi AI app, which is very much useful. And you can use this one to reduce the level pesticide use. You can have, they can suggest you several medicines also, several things also, because through the Plantix and Krishi AI, there are so many scientists attached with this apps. You can take help from them and you can use this technology. And not only that, weather forecasting in India is very means you cannot say that advanced. But actually, we cannot have till date we cannot have this system. We can accurately predict the local weather condition. We cannot have, because if a farmers, they don't know when there is a rainy, when we have the situation like flood. If you're not able to warn that people in locally you can say the precise location, they cannot use this system, this weather location system, whether it is developed by IMD or whatever the organization. If you're not able to convince, if you're not able to provide accurate local information, local weather condition to the farmers, they cannot use this system till date. And this is the way, this is the system till date. Farmers, you can say, in rural area, they do not rely on IMD till date. They are not going to consult because their accuracy level is not that much efficient. So this is the, you can say that you can say the situation, and this is the way, this is the condition we can have the reduction in that we have failure in the crops. So recently, Government of India launched in October 2024 that panchayat level forecast. Actually, this is in the initial phase. If they will succeed, definitely this is the big, they are big help, you can say, you can going to provide our farmers. And some of the pre-prediction and nutritional audits, some of the platforms we have, that is one, I just want to say, ESAP. That is that is the platform developed by Raichur Agriculture Universities by Raichur in Karnataka. So this is very much popular nowadays. What is this SAP? I will just show you in the later slide. We have Fasal system, we have Move Farm system. These are the some of the technology we can use for the production, like ESAP, a complete ICT solution for crop health management. In this system, they are working actually. We have three types of system. Either this is only one for the expert, one for the admin, and one for the knowledge gaining. If any farmers want to use, they have to register through the ESAP, and through the ESAP, they can use this technology for the pest eradication, for disease monitoring, for deficiency systems, and natural enemy. If they have weeds in their field, we can use this system, and this system will integrate with different researchers, different departments, and the policy makers. And actually, this system the gather the information from the farmers, and this is the system, we can say decision support system linked with the researcher and departments and policy markers, and they will show the status of the crops in particular state on particular area, and they will take decisions accordingly. So this is the promising technology nowadays, you can say, that developed by Agriculture University Raichur, and it is in used. Like that, some of the technology innovations like developed by IGFRI also, you can have, if you want to know more about that, you can visit the sites of IGFRI. And this is the ICR Institute which is devoted, and they have actually developed developed further development plan for 25 states till date. And if you want to know what are the best crops, what are the what are the contingency practices, you can consult this further development plan for that particular area. Suppose you want to consult what are the best crops for Odisha, you have just the consult that particular development plans from the website. You can very good idea, and this is very prominent, and they have very researched in a very good way. So you can consult this also for your livestock. And we have central government of India has implemented, actually they have implemented several key initiatives to actually to boost the livestock sector and address fodder scarcity. That is one of them is National Livestock Mission. Actually, this is realigned in 2021 to 22 and further modified in February. This is 2024. Actually, this program focus on employment generation. Not only that, that is entrepreneurship development and enhancing per animal productivity. And their broader aim is to increase the production of meat, goat milk, eggs, and wool. Actually, the critical component of this NLM is the submission on feeds and fodder development. That is this submission is designed to strengthen the fodder supply, seed supply chain, ensuring the consistent availability of certified fodder seeds. Actually, this is need of the hour for the robust fodder production in India, and actually promotes entrepreneurship development by the establishment of fodder bank. This is the need of the hour, you can say. We have to think about the fodder bank, because if you're able to install that fodder bank in your village level, the peoples or the farmers who want to grow their particular area, they can procure from that fodder bank, either on the basis of money or on the basis of exchange of, you can say, exchange of seeds. If we have enough seed, they will give you the 2 times 3 times like fodder in return to you. If this type of fodder bank you can able to develop in particular district level or from the block level, this is the way you can go further, and we have sufficient fodders. So sufficient fodders around the year. So these are the thing. There are so many programs like Rashtriya Gokul missions, national programs for dairy developments. So there are so many programs you can integrate this technology to them. So NDDB also, they have already, I have discussed, there is a need of strengthen how you will able to convince the farmers. So there is a need of extension worker. That now extension worker going to play a very big role. So here NDDB developed Radio Samvad and Urja cattle feed. They have developed, that is Urja Jeevan. That is they have developed through the CSR funds. So these are the extension services nowadays which is available. We can use this system, and we can teach the farmers also. These are the technology. Already we have discussed like this is the regional fodder bank. This is the need of the hour. You can say we have to think until unless we cannot convince our farmers, we cannot compel our farmers to grow the fodders. So we have to think about the fodder bank. We have to think about the community grazing lands, how we can regrow, revegetate them with the different fodder varieties we have, and how last one what how we are going to improve the fodder market as well. This is very important because market channel is not that much good in terms of fodder. We have to grow markets. There is enough opportunities for FPOs, farmers, producer organization, self-help groups in this area. People can invest the money to grow the fodder because very good market of fodder nowadays. We can think of we can suggest some of the entrepreneurs. You can have this knowledge and you can use this fodder as a business. You can say so. Last one, as far as economic viability and environmental sustainability concerns, as we know that sustainable product production directly linked with the broader environmental sustainability goals, like particularly water conservation and soil health. So here the main things is that how we can conserve the water, how we can conserve the soil health. This is the things we have to think nowadays along with the fodder production. Can we able to decrease the water conservation water level? Can we able to sustain the soil health? Because we know the livestock industry growing approximately 8% of the total water consumed. Actually the livestock industry globally they are utilized approximately 8% of the total water consumed, with majority allocated for irrigated feed crops. And you are surprised to know the water requirement to produce 1 kg of dry matter for green fodder right from the crops. Actually it ranges from 267 liters. You just see how much water we need, and that requirement goes to the when we used for sorghum or that is for lucerne, it will goes around 713.3 liters. So that much quantity we need. So projection already I told indicate that India's livestock population definitely will require like that much water for green fodder and concentrate. So and second one concern that regarding the soil health, just want to say here, degradation is a major, serious, and widespread problem in India. Degradation. So how we can able to protect the land from degradation, which will not only protect the farmers, they are going to affect 100 around 40, 147 million salinity, low and imbalanced fertilization, excesses tillage, burning of crop residues. These are the things we farmers nowadays they are using. We have to check them. And continuous cultivation without means adequate soil health restoration, we cannot have, we can say, sustainable you can development in this area. So we have to think about integrate, we have to think about integration of fodder into existing cropping system. So intercropping, agroforestry, this is the way we can increase the soil health. Not only the soil health, we can increase the soil organic carbon levels also. This is the promising technology we can use. So in the future, we can say, in conclusion, we can say we have already deficient, but we have the infrastructure gap, but we have the solution. We can have, we can use the some of the promising technologies. We can have some water bank in our village system. So through this system, we can think of the around the year water production, and that is the things we have. These are the some of the recommendation like already I have discussed. I'm not going to go much detail. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer to all. Thank you for patiently hearing, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So right now the session is open for questionnaire. Anybody is having any queries, kindly ask.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Uh, Myself, Dr. Sanapati from Agro Technical Center, OUT
Okay.
Chipilima Sambalpur. Sir, I
Okay.
have two questions.
Okay.
One is still that farmers are using that straws to bore or sugar cane top
Yes.
during the lean period, though it is having less nutrient. But
Okay.
we are doing the urea treatment. But
Okay.
kindly put some light regarding how we can enhance the nutritive value
Mhm.
by enzyme treatment and densification.
Okay, there are different enzymes. Also, you know already the urea treatment. There are different enzymes. Okay, so we have different enzymes and we can use like urea treatment. Percentage wise, if you want, I will give you the write up to that. They will share along with that. We have the write
Now,
up.
my
Yeah.
question is that sir, for CP content to increase the crude protein value, we are using the urea. But how this enzyme means addition of enzyme can enhance the nutritive value? That is my the question. That is
Okay.
the question. Okay.
Actually, enzyme what they are going to they are going to improve the digestibility of particular crops. Okay, if it is digestible, simple. I just want to quote one example. Suppose one cow, if you are there, they are taking feed from the ground level, and one cow, if you are taking feed from the manger from the height, what we will do simply if any cow taking feed from the ground level, that is their natural grazing behavior, they will produce 17% more saliva. Understand? 17% more saliva. And that
Okay.
saliva, they have contained some enzyme. What they are doing? Actually, they going to increase their digestibility. When you see the peoples in Rajasthan, they used to they simply free their cow and they are grazing different types of herbs and different types of fodder. And in the night time, after coming from that, they have some good quantity of milk from that cow. That is all about the digestibility. If you're able to increase the digestibility of that particular crops or particular straw, definitely what are the things if it is digestible, enzyme simply increase their digestibility. Understand?
Now, if that my sir, if straw having no crude protein or
Yeah.
more amount of crude fiber, then
Okay.
if the digestibility will be more, then
Okay.
crude can produce the protein.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they will definitely change. Definitely change.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. So second
Any
question is that
yeah. Please.
nowadays that shrinkage of land area or head decreasing day by day due to urbanization or division among the farmers head anything. So
Okay.
due to that shrinkage of the land area, that
Okay.
smart sowing and irrigation, that is
Okay.
convincible that 30% water saving will be there definitely. But due
Okay.
to that marginal land or small holding farmers
Okay.
using AI and IoT or ICT, is it
Yes.
cost effective, sir?
No, nothing. Because I am thinking, I'm just when you use the technology, very good technology, definitely you should have the animal very good quantity, very productive animals. Because farmers cannot afford. Even in the farmers level, in the field level also,